And now suppose we have a hyperbola with the focus at the point 10, 0, and the vertices are at the polar points 8, 0, and 8, pi. And what we want to do is write the polar form of the equation of this hyperbola. In the previous example, we have found that the polar equation for the hyperbola of the form x squared over a squared minus y squared over b squared equal to 1, its corresponding polar equation is r squared equal to negative b squared dividing by 1 minus a squared cosine square theta. And so to get the polar form of the equation of this hyperbola right here, what we need to figure out is a squared, b squared, and c squared. Because e is c over a, and so that's why we need a squared over b squared. We need both a and c in order to write the polar form of the equation for this hyperbola. And so, just like before, let's go ahead and convert these vertices from these polar points right here to the corresponding rectangular points. So once again, for the polar point h0, this is r is equal to 8, theta is equal to 0. And so we have x equal to 8 times cosine of 0, which is 8, y equal to 8 times sine of 0, which is 0. And so the polar point h0, the corresponding rectangular point is also h0. And then for the point 8, pi, comma, pi, the corresponding point is negative 8, 0. Once again, let's C represent the distance from the center to the focus. So here we have the focus at the point 10, 0. And then focus number 1 is 8, vertex number 1 is 8, 0. And vertex number 2, negative 8, 0. And so therefore the center will be at the point 0, 0. And so for this hyperbola, since the vertex is here and here, so the branches will open, let's see, one branch will open to the right, and the other branch will open to the left. C is the distance from the center to the focus. So from the center to the focus, C is 10. A is the distance from the center to the vertex. From center to vertex, C is 8. And then we have center is 0. And recall that for the hyperbola, the relationship between ABC is C squared equal to A squared plus B squared. So C squared is 100, and then equal to B squared, and then 8 is B, and then 8 is 8, and so we have A squared is 64. Let's rewrite it like this. And then subtract 64, we get B squared is 36. And so the rectangular form of the equation of this hyperbola will be x squared divided by 64 minus y squared dividing by 36. So this is the rectangular form of the equation of the hyperbola. The polar form we have r squared equal to negative b squared dividing by 1 minus e squared times cosine squared theta. So b squared is 36. And once again, e squared is c squared dividing by a squared. C squared is 100. A squared is 36. So this is the polar form of the equation of this hyperbola. And once again, for this particular example, the focus is not at the pole.